Good afternoon, guys. Fast Eddie here in the Philippines, Panglao, Bohol. Hey, this week's video is this is the second part of this week, the week of April 7th, and just more house stuff going on, more tiling, more lights, more structure being added up to the second floor for the ceiling tiles, the ceiling panels to go up there. So lots of stuff to see. And the other thing I wanted to ask is if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I get a lot of watch hours from non-subscribers, and what I'm hoping to do here is get 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently 10 short, and any money I make off my YouTube videos, I'm donating to the nonprofit Smile Train, which provides surgeries and healthcare for children, anybody, adults to who are born with cleft lips and palates. And they're very active all over the world. While they're based in New York, they're everywhere. And their approach is a little bit different than some of the others. They actually train the people on site, the surgeons here in the area, to do the surgery, so they can do them whenever. And and I've know a couple children that have had surgery done here in Bohol. So it's a great organization. So if any money I make, I'm going to donate to them. So if you're watching, doesn't cost anything. Hit the subscribe button, and I would really appreciate it. So I'm 10 away, and I hope to have 1,000 by the time this week is over. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, here we are, third day morning. Are you here to unload the doors? Mayong buntag.
Mayong buntag.
Oh, they already have finish on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These are our doors here, 7 doors. Move this piece of wood here. Right inside here.
That's a good morning.
Oh, good workout, good exercise.
Yeah.
That's okay, don't worry about it.
Done some stuff in your video.
Oh, good, thank you.
Okay.
Thought these doors were going to be raw, but they're actually been finished already and stained and got a nice lacquer on them. So, oh, beautiful. All right. You want to take that over there, put in between? The doors there.
Yep.
All right, looks good, guys. Looks good. This morning they got the pantry. tiled the floor in the pantry here. Looking good. We did put a receptacle in there because we do plan on putting in maybe a box freezer, chest freezer in there. And good to have electricity in there. And there's a door sitting there. And in here they're getting ready to put down some tile. They did the plumbing. They were in here doing plumbing earlier. I'm not sure what they did. I saw them in here heating stuff up, but I was already there. I'm not sure what they were doing. So up here on the second floor, Thursday at lunchtime, they are plugging away, getting the rails put up here, the cap and top cap, I guess. And I guess what they're doing is drilling a hole or burning a hole, letting the rebar come up that's in the column there, and then they're tacking a piece of rebar to it just to clear it on there. That's not a bad idea. All right. I don't think they attached this one anywhere. No, they did not. Those were grounded down smooth. There's a couple tack welds down there to hold it. And over here, a few more tacks down there to all tied into the rebar there. Alright guys, I'm back with on my thermometer here. And let me see what the temperature is right here. I'll shoot it right on that board there, kind of. It's about 89 degrees here. 89, 90 degrees right there on the board there. So now I'm going to come up here on the hardy board. And we're looking at 92. Still around 92. I got the red dot up there. Can't see that in the camera, but it's 92 up there on the hardy board. And right above me, directly above on the ceiling up there, it is 112. 113 right up there. What I guess we could say that the hardy board will help keep the hot air up above. And then, so definitely, you know, keep the hot air up there in the crawl space. And make the air conditioner work a little less here. It's not a particularly blistering hot day, right? It was this morning pretty hot, but right here we got a bunch of clouds coming in. Just had a little sprinkle going on here. But you can see the blue out there. It'll blow over and we'll be back in business. Guys are generating a lot. They're making a lot of sand. From the concrete for the mortar, get the rocks out of it, and so bagging that up. So we'll probably use that as backfill. And we start pouring some more of the cement out here, the patios and the walkways and stuff. Definitely use that up. All right, Thursday afternoon. Guys are putting the tile in the bathroom, the master bathroom. They're starting with the walls. Interesting. And they drove their nails into kind of hanging on there. Stepping on stuff. Yeah. And they're just. Is that cement or adhesive? That's mortar?
Cement.
Oh, okay. You cement them to the wall, huh?
And mix the adhesive.
Oh, the adhesive in there too?
Cement and adhesive.
Oh, together? All right. Sunshine right there. Alright, I knew you got a tile and I'm in the way. He's being too polite. Push me out of the way. Like Ryan away. This is level, right? A laser level? Oh, you guys cheating. Arnell. That's his, Arnell's? Oh, good. That's a good purchase, yeah. That's good to have, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Resale. Nice. Okay. Arnell, you cheating. Laser level? Oh, that's cheating. Lobat? I thought Filipinos knew level, but hold up their wet finger, they know. Looking good though. And out here, Junior is putting up the lights on the awning here. Unfortunately, we got the wrong bulb for him. They gave us a bigger base bulb for him. We got to go back into the city anyways to get the some stuff for the pool. I think we're missing a couple other things too. But those look nice there. So we'll have to get that painted up around there. You can't see the orange. And although it's finishing off the rendering down there, we got to turn that corner there too. I don't know if there's enough room for him to work over there though with all the cool stuff there, but we got it done up front again. Oh, and yeah, here he is. Ryan is I'm making up a batch of mortar and putting the adhesive in there. All right. I'll mix that in there and see what happens. This is for the wall tiles. Aldo is prepping the last of the door frame. Getting all the nails in there so we can mortar it in. Joshua over here doing his favorite thing, chipping. Get the bottom exposed there. Alright guys, back to working in here. Tip that out right in there so we can tie that in there too. Alright, Thursday afternoon, guys just left, and this is the master bedroom. They got master bathroom, excuse me, going on here. Putting down the tiles here, and got that design in there. It's going to go all the way around the wall there, and I guess that column's going to be tiled too. But that's what we got going on, kind of a brown. These tiles are a little different. They are soaking, these tiles. Somebody asked it, and they consider these to be ceramic tiles, whereas the other tiles are considered to be acrylic. I think that's the difference in between them. What are these tiles called? Porcelain tiles. So the floor tiles, these white floor tiles, those are considered to be porcelain. Although it doesn't say that on the box, that's how they treated these. And these ones here are considered to be ceramic, and for the bathroom, so they are soaking them before they put them on. And these ones do have an arrow on them for direction here. See if I can find the arrow here. It's somewhere here, yeah, right there. There's the arrow. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it tells you which direction they go. So once you start doing that, and you can go that direction with all of them. Oh, a little bit different tile. I got 4 shelves in here, built-in shelves. The shower. There's our ceiling up there. I'm sure my wife has a different light picked out. I don't think we're going with that light. Couple windows in here. I don't know if we're going to have an exhaust fan in here or just the windows that open up. And one of the things we found in our kubo, we do have the exhaust fan in there, but we've also put like a wall-mounted fan that you know, it swivels and it can be rotated, and it's pretty handy. Just, you know, these rooms aren't, the bathrooms aren't air conditioned, so just to have a fan in there sometimes when you're shaving, so you're not sweating to death. But we will see. We will see what we come up with here. My wife is thinking maybe of just using some of the floor tile for these white floor tiles for her countertop. But she's going to have a bowl up on top of that for the kitchen counter. I don't know how that would look or not, but we will see. We will see. So let's see what else they got done. Got all the rendering done out here on the front, underneath the eaves, or the awning, or whatever we're calling it. And they got the lights up there, the same kind of lights we have up there, are down here now. They got all those in there. Unfortunately, we got the wrong bulbs for them. I thought it was the base problem, but it's not the base, it's just the bulbs are too big. So the head of the bulb sticks out past the light. So it looks stupid, so we'll take those back, get exchanged out for those. We have to go to the city tomorrow. We got to drive my father-in-law to the hospital, or to his doctor's appointment, so we'll take those back tomorrow. And we got 3 more of the lights out here. So I did ask the electrician how we are going to get the lights up there. We're going to wait, I guess, until the painters come. They have scaffolding, and then we'll just use that to put up there and get up there. We got to get up there and plaster too, so our rendering up there, up on the where the eaves tie in there. So, as far as railing up here on the deck, we got most of the top. We got one more section they got to do here. What they're doing is kind of burning holes in it and then slipping it over the rebar, and then just welding a piece of rebar in there, kind of hold it in place. Seems to work good. What they've done here. Not sure how they're going to do this last piece, since they won't have access to everything, but we will see. This right here. But there are miter cuts on there even. I'm not quite sure why, but they did. Right. Down there, same thing. I think I showed that earlier. That's the top of our awning right there. Got this room in here finished up, and they got the door jamb sort of in there. Got it maybe half plastered up. Started plastering it up to hold it in there. I'll give you another shot of that here. You can see how they pack it full of mortars, and then it grabs onto the nails. That's what will hold it in there. Obviously they'll smooth coat it out. And here they started putting the hardy board up in this room here, the other bedroom. So just plugging away here, getting this hardy board up. Realized that we did not communicate effectively to get a bench built in this master bath shower. We're going to put a little bench in that corner right there. Something to sit down on if you need to, kind of right where that chair is. So, one nice thing about being on site is thinking of things and seeing things and trying to catch them before they become a huge problem. Here we are, it's Friday morning. Painter's supposed to come over today and kind of take a look around and know if he's going to give us an estimate or what he's going to do. I don't know how that works here in the Philippines, if it's an hourly deal or what. Our mud guys are out here. These are the mud guys always making the mortar. Hiya, hi. You know. Pool guys are working away. The other thing we have going on is living on site here, and you kind of realize things that aren't quite what they want to be, and the electrician, we got him over here. He's going to add an outside outlet and a light on our kubo out here on the porch out here. I'll take care of that. I just ordered a bug zapper, so I want an outlet out there I can plug it into, so I can sit out there and in the evening without getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. This is one of the insects around here. This is about 2.5 inch big bug here. What are these called?
Bakukang.
Okay.
Yeah, bakukang.
Bakukang. Oh, the head just fell off. It's been here for a day or two. But they fly around here. That's how big they are. They're like a flying beetle or something. But they fly into you. God, what the hell? They kind of hit you hard. You can eat that, right? And upstairs here, we got, oh, the painter, hello, okay, all right, the painter is here, okay. And they are up here working on the rails. The painter's here to give us an estimate. We made a decision on who we're going to go with for the windows. My wife is like wanting to move forward right away, but I think we need to wait a few weeks until we get all the ceiling paneling in and everything before we have the window guys come. Guy and girl, actually. But we'll get that sorted out. I know we gotta give them the payment up front so they can buy the material, and they'll just fabricate the frames and everything on site here. It's not like the West where you order windows from the store and they build them and bring them. There's no double pane gas-filled glass here. It's tinted glass, but well, I don't know if my lenses are so dirty or what, but and they're working in here doing the hardy board, everboard. Where are my goats at? Probably sitting in the shade somewhere. And here they are soaking these ceramic tiles. Just dipping them in the ice. Bucket and taking them in. They're working on the kubo here. They're adding a plug outside, a duplex outside for us, and I just thought I'd show you what these kind of duplexes here are like. They run the 2 wires into it and they just kind of pigtail it down so the other outlets are hot too. Unlike in the, I guess the ones I'm used to in the US, they have that brass on the side and the screws, so when you connect your wire to the top, the other duplex is hot. So they do it a little bit differently here. Alright, here they are. They are grouting the living room tiles. They do their grout a little bit different here. You know, I've done it, and I've seen it done in the US, but they take a little piece of cardboard there, and then they kind of just work it into the cracks there, as opposed to just flopping it down and then just spreading it all around and then working it in with the sponge and everything, but whatever works for them. Now I'm going upstairs. We got painters coming on Monday, so we're going to be rendering that last column where our rosary beads were hanging. These rosary beads, we found these, you know, going back and telling the story. Get out of that noise there. Going out, we found these in the trash that had been dumped on our property when we were cleaning that up, digging the bases for the columns there, and we found these there, and the guys found them, and they stuck them up on something, and throughout the job, depending on where it's gone, they've always kind of just moved around. Nobody's going to throw them away, so I'm going to stick them up here somewhere in the crawl space up here in the ceiling somewhere. Find some space I can hang them from, and we'll leave them up there for good mojo for us. Alright guys? So let me find a spot and I'll show you where I put them. Alright. There are my beads right there. Put them right up there on that angle iron right there. It's nice and safe right there, not going anywhere. Alright. That's where they are, they're right up there. Back up here. The opening like a time capsule sometimes. Someone will open that up and they'll see them back there. That's where it is right there. Overlooking people in the pool. They're out here in the house. We've got good mojo going now. Good mojo. We've had those on the job site, no injuries, so that's what I'm attributing to. Alright, electrician got our electrical done out here. Got two plugs out here and a switched light. And we have a little light out here. Not sure why we needed that, but whatever. Wife wanted that. I just wanted a plug out here. So we just tapped into the plug that's behind the wall in the inside there. That one up there is for our bug zapper that I got coming. I'll test that to see how well it works. And the mosquitoes is here just so we can plug stuff in out here. And it is hot today. Luckily, there's just a breeze just kicked up here. So, yeah, it's nice to see that. Alright, here's the master bath coming along. Getting the tile up on there. On the walls and everything. I'm trying to get a different angle in here. Not as brownish tile. With this design in the center there. Yeah, just kind of very conservative. This is lunchtime now, guys. Just went to lunch, so I'll be back. More to come. We got to go into the city today. So we'll come back. See some big progress here. Big progress. Waiting for some steel on this railing here. It's kind of the hold up right now. We ordered it a couple days ago. We still haven't gotten it yet. So they're up here waiting and waiting. I'm not sure why there's a hold up. A truck pulled up, but it wasn't for us today. It was for our neighbor over there. Probably something. And they got that door in this bedroom. They got that formed in there. Plastered up. That breeze feels really good. I mean, it was just baking hot a few minutes ago. Alright, and they're in here. Plugging away. Good. Probably should finish up this today. And then we could come out here, I guess, or maybe hopefully they'll start putting the PVC panel on. We did get a call We did not get a call about the G clips being in, the exterior clips and the clips we need. I don't know if they have them or not. We got to go over there anyways. We got to return some light bulbs. Got to go to our pool supply store. So we'll run some errands while my father-in-law is at the hospital doctor's appointment. I say hospital doctor's appointment. That's because the office is in the hospital that he goes sees his doctor, and which is pretty common here. So they have offices in the hospitals. So I just use the two interchangeably. All right, I'll give you an update on my solar-powered street light here. They called us today and they said the battery in it is bad. So they've ordered a battery for it. But will take up to a month to get the battery. I said, all right, so here we are. We're going to be waiting a month for our solar light to come in with a battery. Doesn't instill a lot of confidence in me, but it is what it is. I may just, there's an electric right behind that, on that post right there. We could maybe just tap into that and put an electric light up there, tie it into the other lights that are up here, which I'm kind of leaning towards doing, I think. And just to be done with it, it's kind of important to have a light right here when you're unlocking the gate or you're coming in or out. You know, I mean, the gate is eventually going to be on a motor and slide back and forth. But yeah, I'd like to get a light there. Other thing on the pool build, yesterday we had some issues with electricity because it was all right when they were tiling the floor right there and the pool's right here. They were just basically sharing an extension cord. The only power we have is inside our tool shed there, up there in the front of the property. So there's one extension cord upstairs and one here they were sharing, the pool guys and the house guys. But then the house guys moved to the front of the house to do the bathroom, so they had to take their cord with them. So we were short of cord and had to go out, and you gotta just make your own cords here. You buy this 2 gauge wire or whatever, 2, 6, 14 or 12 or whatever it is. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's the heaviest wire they kind of sell. 2 millimeter. 2C right there. You see that or not? You just buy your ends for it and just make your own little extension cord up. I don't know if I haven't ever seen them selling an extension cord, a pre-made extension cord in any of the hardware stores. So that's kind of what we do here. Naldo is starting to work on the staircase. Very carefully digging some of the dirt out without breaking our water line. So gonna have this poured by tomorrow. That's a joke now, though. That's a joke. It'll probably take a few days. I would bet about a week to form this whole thing up with the rebar and everything and get it ready. And they're gonna have to relocate the water line and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a work in progress. Week tomorrow. So. Painters were here today. Painting contractor was here today, and gave us a pretty good price. And so we are ready to start rocking and rolling. And he had some the skim coat delivered. They're going to be here Monday to start putting the skim coat on the exterior of the house, so they can get painting. And they will be painting the interior as well. We're a ways away from that, but they're going to start the outside. And here in the master bathroom, the tile is going on. We're getting it all situated there. And for some reason I'm not liking that. Those are the electrical boxes. Alright, two outlets there. And I believe the light is going to be overhead. It's the only light we're going to have in here, is what if I recall correctly. And we got the boxes built there. I think, as I mentioned earlier, we kind of forgot about the step, not a step, but gosh, I'm drawing a blank here. It's been a long day. I guess too dehydrated, but a step there, a sit, where we can sit down right there, you know, inside the shower. So I still got to build that little bench, what I'm trying to get at there. So, chipped away some more. Just had a little bit of concrete had to chip out there. That's coming along. We did get a steel delivery today. We had to go, he picked up a couple pieces on the tricycle, Joshua did. And then we got a delivery today as well. So, the square tubing is for the rails upstairs on the open deck. And the round pipe is for the awning that we're going to build, the patio cover. We're going to build off the back of the house in the pool there. So, just going to go with metal. It's quick and easy. And that's how the rail is starting to look from down here. See, they're starting. I'll get up there and we'll take a look at it up there. We didn't go in and we got the light bulbs, the correct light bulbs that don't stick out past the light. So those will probably go on tomorrow. We'll probably try it out when everybody comes over to have dinner, so they can see what it looks like. My wife concurs that we need to do something different than use this light here. It's a little fan, little thing. It's kind of neat, but it just looks cheap to me. So, and it was cheap. I think it was on Timo. So I don't know, a couple bucks for that thing. It just doesn't do anything for me. So that's going to come down. Let's go upstairs and take a look and see what they got going on up here. Yeah, the railing, they got the steel up here. Very thin metal, so just welding it with a stick, boy. Yeah, so this is just welded on there. Oh, they got a little piece of rebar on the outside over there that they kind of, yeah, attached to, so yeah, that's coming along. Probably make some progress on that tomorrow now they got the steel here. Ground down the welds, I guess they put in there. We'll probably fill that with something, but yeah. And we got one more spot over there. Finish this room off here with the hardy board. Same as the other bedroom. The drop down is not going to have any hardy board on it. Just the PVC panel. And there'll be lights up in between there. So that's that. Coming along nicely here. I think they're going to start the PVC panel too on probably on Monday. Or maybe even tomorrow. Start putting the PVC panel up there. Although we don't have the clips today. They said they would have them today and we didn't hear anything from them. So I don't know. I'd maybe give them a call tomorrow or see what's going on. So alright guys, one more day. Stay tuned. Alright, Saturday morning on the house build. These electricians working on setting up for the lights out here on these columns out here. Working away at those, I think. Setting anchors in them or something maybe. I'm not sure what he's doing. I saw him drilling down here. Huh, maybe I didn't see him drilling. But that's what we got going on there. Just getting those little set up for putting the lights out there. We still got tiling going on back there. More grouting in here. Grouting the floor that you can see. There on the back bedroom back there, back bathroom there, tiling away. here. I'm not going to go upstairs. They're going to be setting up a scaffolding up here. So they're going to start putting the framing up here for the ceiling. So that's coming along. I'm not going to get in their way. And then up on top, they're working with the steel. I believe these are the lights my wife got for the got these for the outside column right there. Kind of matches what she has up on the top. Alright guys, Friday afternoon. Getting close to quitting time. And it's amazing what you can do when you get the material here. The guys have been knocking out the railing up there, and the deck up there. Painters are going to paint all that for us, so we don't have to worry about that. My wife got a different light. She wanted on the inside in here, so electrician's changing that out. Well, let me get up there and show you. He took this light, this kind of light right there, so that light was over there. It now matches this kitchen light. So you put this kitchen light in here, put this one in here, and added this fancy thing here. Hi, yeah. So we did that today, and in here we got out here on the front with some of these columns. They put the lamps in here. I think he's changing out that fancy ceiling fan light we had, or the light fan light we had there. But well, we got the lights on out here. We got some fish grilling for tonight. They capture what they're doing up there. I'm just cutting down and welding some stuff here, and working on building the rail on this side here. Guys are still plugging away in here, tiling up the master bathroom. They're putting the framing. They're going to put the framing up above us right here. So they had to build some scaffolding in the stairwell. Did that today. Yeah, here in the game room, whatnot you want to call it. Scaffolding built up in here. Scaffolding built up there and plugging away, and they're putting the angle iron up there now to support it. So, putting the bottom rail on the up here on this side. It's getting chipped out and welded. looking like up here. We still don't have the G clip to the exterior clip for the PVC. So next week's a short week, so if we don't get them early in the week, we probably aren't going to see any panels come on here. So, but they can obviously come out here and put the framing up out here. I will wait for that. And this is what it is. Painters are coming. I'm not sure if they're going to work all week or just work a couple days. But we will see. We will see. I really would like to have the ceiling up and before they start coming in the interior, do the skim coat. Just let them focus on the exterior and get that taken care of and painted, and then we can worry about the inside. Alright guys, so we're going to call that a wrap for this week. And we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.